Good evening, everyone. This is Matthew Rhodes and I'm joined by Matlock Town manager Paul Phillips. Philo, what did you make of that performance in general? From my side, might be talking out my backside, but Matlock started very, very well in the first 15 minutes, could have been 3-0 up, but then kind of made a bit heavy weather of the game. What did you make of that performance?
I thought they couldn't get a glove on us the first 20 minutes. We could have been 3 or 4-0 up, and that's no disrespect to the opposing team. We've had really, really good chances to take the game away from them. And then we got a little bit too comfy. Stop doing what we was doing and getting at them. Went in at 2-0 at half time. And we said to them at half time, we've got to make sure we start on the front foot, scored again. And again, before they've had a shot on target, that Sean's had to make the save, we could have scored 2 or 3 more. And I just said to them, I think we've counted there. We've had 19 shots on goal and hit the target with 3. And that's taken away the goals. I just thought we got a bit complacent. I put people on and they didn't do what they needed to do. I thought Sargent come on and we're just nowhere near what we needed to be to sort of finish the game positionally and winning the second balls. I thought Liam Hughes was unplayable. I thought he held the ball in both boxes really well and attacked everything. Cookie could have had an hat-trick on another night. I thought Chippendale was immense. Again, you're seeing the different sides to us. But as I said all the time, no matter who you're playing, if you don't finish teams off, they're not going to come back to bite you on the backside. And I think, lucky enough, I think Sean's come up with a couple of decent saves there at the end. The referees, I've seen that one of their has dived for the penalty, which he's booked him, which has been great. And I think the only decision the referees got wrong all night is that sending Ross Lanner off, which he just said he'll have a look at. So hopefully we can get that overturned.
Yeah, just in terms of the missed chances, because it did remind me quite a lot of the Mikulova game where you did have a lot of really clear-cut chances where he should have been hitting the target and a lot were going either wide or over. Is that just a bit too casual from the players, or just what is behind that?
Not good enough, not clinical enough. Said this to him in there, they know that, I don't need to tell him. For me, it's like buying a lottery ticket on a Saturday at 7:10. The draw's at 8 o'clock and ripping it up at 5:02 because we don't know the results, do we? Hit the target, the keeper come for 2 or 3 crosses first half and just build a couple of shots, and I'm asking him to hit the target and find out what they're about, and I just don't think we asked that question enough. And I was a goalkeeper, and if I'm not having a great night, I don't want people to hit the target, and I think we played into his hands that way. And listen, Cookie knows he can score a couple there, but it shows again that where our standards are, that we scored 3 goals away from home. We've not been at our best, but we scored 3 goals away from home and we're still picking bones out of it.
Obviously, as a goalkeeper yourself in your playing career, really intrigued to hear your thoughts on Sean Rowley. I thought that was his best performance this season. He made 3, I think, really, really good saves, 2 right at the end. Just how important were those saves? Because obviously with so much pressure coming on towards the Matlock defence, he really helped you out there right in the last 10 minutes.
Well, he got a rocket up his backside at half time, because I don't think he come and helped his probably seen. I don't think he come and helped his centre half when he could have done. Got told that there's another keeper waiting in the wings there that is biting at him to try and get in that position, so he's got to keep his standards up. We know he's got a good keeper. We've seen that all the way through. He's just got to be a bit more vocal in what he does and a bit more ruthless, like our forwards. What he's got to do is come and catch balls. If he has to get hurt, he has to get hurt. Gets his teeth knocked out. That's why I've got no teeth. But he's got to be come and take the pressure off people, especially first half. Just thought he was a bit too safe first half, but then second half he's come and really claimed everything, got the line right, made a couple of decent saves. But again, that's the difference. They made us make saves. We had chances, better chances, where we didn't make them make saves. So it goes back to my first point.
Okay, and Alex Wiles just went off in the first half. Was that just due to a little tweak that he's picked up, or anything
He's got
else?
a dead leg. He's I thought it was too good to be true that we had all our players benefit. Chris Sharma was even here tonight. He's hopefully getting back fitness, but he just got a bit of a dead leg. And I thought that sort of changed the game a little bit, because the energy that them two brought to us, I thought was really, really good. The runs that they made, and I thought we looked decent when them two was on. And obviously that was a bit of a setback, but we'll see where he is now. We've got till Saturday now, when we've got a small matter of playing South Shield. So I'm sure people get themselves right for a big game like that.
That brings me on to my final question. The next game's a huge one. It's first against second, Matlock against South Shields at the Proctor Cars Stadium. What kind of game are you expecting? Because obviously it should be a very big crowd, because obviously South Shields also have a very big fan base. What kind of game are you expecting from Graham Fenton's boys in that game?
Tough game. They're always title favourites. And I think it's credit to them lads in there and the football club that we're saying to them we're playing against first against second. And for me, it's for how far these lads have took this football club. We need to get the fans out. We need to get people behind us Saturday, because if we was going up there, they'd get 2,000-3,000 on. So we really need to get people behind us and get in the ground and really support the lads, because they deserve it. And to be fair, Matlock's probably not had this for many years there, but they've been vying for staying on the top of the league with South Shields and Buxton and other teams like that. So I think they deserve people to come out, and I don't think we've been at our greatest last 3 or 4 games, but again, come Saturday we'll make sure that we're prepared. But listen, we'll regroup now, do our own work like we always do. There'll be a possession team, they get the fullbacks high, they'll ask you a lot of questions, but I'm pretty sure that there'll be a lot of worry about us going forward, and there'll be a lot of questions being asked in their briefings that they'll have with Graham Fenton, like you said, and the other manager who both good. Listen, they've got a good team there. They've probably been unlucky not to get promoted over the last couple of years because of the COVID and different other things. So listen, let's relish it. Let's roll our sleeves up and let's see how far we've come. That's what we're about. We don't want to be fighting at the bottom of the league. We want to be fighting at the top of the league. And again, let the people of Matlock please come and get behind us, because again, it's been great tonight out in numbers. I think we outnumbered the home fans. So let's get behind them Saturday and really try and see what we can do.
Okay, congratulations on the win tonight and good luck for the South Shields game.
Thank you, Matthew.